Hey everybody, Knick-Knack here, back again for another video. Now, some of you are probably wondering why I haven't made a video in a while that isn't a stream. Well, it's because I'm way too busy beating my backlog, as most people do. And on top of that, I'm way too busy living life, doing other things that are probably more important than playing video games. But that's besides the point. As you see on the title down below of this video, the topic for this video is going to be games I want to stream and play in 2018. First off, let me, ramble about a couple of things. I know that's already in the beginning of April for me to do a vid like this, but hey, better late than never, right? And the second thing I want to do is give a couple of shout outs to people who made this topic idea in the first place, whose vids I saw earlier relating to this. They are rpgfantast, FabryLON, and ReturnToMotherBase. I believe those are the three who originally came up with this idea in the first place. So I'm gonna link their videos down below. Shout outs to them, and thanks for the video idea. Now let's move on to the games. As for games, I put them into two categories. Games I want to stream on my YouTube channel and games I want to play while streaming so I could take as much time and have as much fun with them. Not saying that the games I want to stream I'm not going to have fun with, by the way. And that's pretty much it. As for the games I want to stream, one thing I also want to say is that I think I'm just going to stream exclusively on YouTube, because that's where my followers or fan base that's where most people who know me know where I'm at, YouTube. So I'll try that more. I don't think I'm going to stream on Twitch anymore. I'm just going to use my Twitch channel as a way to watch other people's streams on Twitch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But speaking of streaming on games on YouTube, let's begin with the list I have. Now, another thing I kind of forgot to say that I just think up right now is that I don't expect to play every single one of these games. In general, I just hope I could get 4 or 5 of each category out, and that's pretty much it. Maybe play a couple of 4 or 5 hours or 5 or 6 hours into each of these games, or at least 4 or 5 of these games on each list. But enough of me rambling. Let's get on with the games again. First game I want to talk about that I'm going to stream is To the Moon. I really have interest in this because I heard it's pretty emotional, and I remember ReturnToMotherBase talking about this game, saying how good it was. And considering that I enjoy his opinions, I'm gonna check it out. Plus, I've seen gameplay of it or little screenshots of it, and it looks like it's gonna play well. The next game I want to talk about is Chroma Squad. I just, dropped this out of nowhere and lost interest because I've been swamped with other games, as always. But maybe streaming this game will help me actually beat this, because I really enjoyed this game. I really like what it's going for. A strategy RPG where it's based off of tokusatsu, most notably Power Rangers. And I also want to give a quick shout out to the YouTuber Decredaya, because I remember he said that he beat this game last year, so I just want to give a shout out to him. Next game I'm going to talk about is Domina. I got this from Humble Bundle, and I've been really in the mood for wanting to buy this game and play it because it's based on ancient Rome. I love me some ancient Rome. That isn't Total War because Total War is a bit too complex, but it's about gladiators in ancient Rome, and I just love learning about that stuff in general. So Domino, I'm definitely going to stream it just because of that. Plus it looks like a really fun game. Next game I'm going to talk about is Xenoclash 2. Has no relation to the Xenoblade or Xenosaga or Gears games at all whatsoever. I decided to stream just because I really love the first Xenoclash. And I really want to promote Xenoclash or 8th Team in general because they're great developers from what little games I've played. So Xenoclash, even though I didn't stream the first one, I just want to stream this one just because. Next game I want to talk about is Bionic Commando Rearmed. This is probably going to be the second Bionic Commando game I've ever played throughout my life. I never grew up with it, and I want to see my first reaction to this game or franchise, like the 2D one, because the first Bionic Commando game I played was that 2008 or 2009 one made by Grin. I thought it was a decent game. I want to see how the game originally plays. Next game I want to talk about is Contagious, The White Wind. This looks like an action platformer, something in the style of Mega Man. And I got this from a bundle deal at Fanatical, and it looked nice, so I might as well stream it. The next game I want to talk about is The Calling of the Cows. I've seen a trailer and some screenshots of this. This looks like one of those tower defense or horde mode type of games. Something in the lines of Plants vs. Zombies. So it looks interesting just because of that alone. Plus there's a ton of violence, shooting zombies and whatnot. So that will most likely be something I'll enjoy. Next game I want to talk about is Death Road to Canada. Don't really know nothing much about this game, other than it has that 8-bit style, and I think it's a survival game. So that's all I have to know about it. It looks interesting though. Next game I'm going to talk about is Nosferatu, the Rata Malachi. This is a first-person shooter. That's all I know. I think you fight vampires. And that's all I know about it. And considering it's like a PC exclusive one that I don't think people even know about, that might get some traction or help me get interest in this game. The next two games I'm going to try and stream are pretty much episodes 1 and 2 of the same series, and that's the On the Rain / Precipice of Darkness. I dabbled into the first game, and I beat the third game, and that's my only history with On the Rain / Precipice of Darkness. I just only dropped episode 1 out of nowhere, gonna try and stream it to maybe see if I could get more motivated into beating those two games. Speaking of which, episodes 3 and 4 are made by Z-Boy Games. I freaking love their games. So that's one of the reasons why I got those games in first place. Next game I'm going to talk about is Realms of the Haunting. I believe this is like a old FPS in the style of Doom or Wolfenstein. From what I remember or seen screenshots of. So that alone makes me want to stream it. Next game I'm going to talk about is Rulers of the Realm. Really want to stream this one because it's an RPG pinball game. So that might be something interesting, and I want to see my reaction to that. Next game is Strider. I love my Metroidvania games, and Strider was a game I picked up a long time ago and just have never gone around to playing it. And I love Strider 1, and he's a great character in general with his appearances in crossover games. So that one right there makes me want to stream it. The next few games are going to be games from a Sega Genesis collection I got on Steam. First game I want to stream or talk about is Comix Zone. Comix Zone, I've dabbled into this game a bit, and I keep kind of failing. Maybe if I'm lucky, streaming this will help me actually beat the game. Next game I want to talk about is Beyond Oasis. I dabbled in this game as well, and it looks like a nice action-adventure, action RPG game. The last Genesis game I want to talk about is Landstalker. The art looks nice, and that's pretty much all I have to say from what little I know of it. Now the next game I'm going to talk about is Luna Sky. I know nothing about this game, but I think it's a Metroidvania game, so that alone makes me want to play it and stream it. And finally, the last game I'm going to stream is a game that will most likely be my next Let's Play or stream on my main channel or after Wallace and Gromit, which you could check from my Let's Play channel, but the game I want to stream after Wallace and Gromit is Yakuza Kiwami Still Seal. I really want to play this game because, believe it or not, I have never played a Yakuza game. I decided to get this because I've heard it's an amazing remake. So this will probably be my first step into the Yakuza game. Alright, so those were games I want to stream. Let me transition to just talking about games I just want to play alone while streaming right now. Okay, so for these games I just want to play alone while streaming, the first few or most of these games are going to be physical titles because I think I'm more motivated to play my games physically than digitally. And there's a whole bunch that I just still haven't gotten around to. First game I'm going to talk about is Mortal Kombat XL. Even though I've owned this game for about a year, I haven't gotten a chance to play the story mode because I was way too busy playing other games that were 2017 releases of that year. So can't wait to get into story mode of this. Next game is Castlevania Torture of Ruin. I'm a huge Castlevania fan. Love Lament of Innocence, Aria of Sorrow, Symphony of Night. And considering this is an Igarashi game, I for sure am going to enjoy this. Next game is a title that I'm probably going to feel ashamed of not playing for how long, and that's, Final Fantasy VIII. I remember putting a couple of minutes or hours into this game way long ago when I was younger, but I never owned the game. Fortunately, now that I own the game, it's probably my mission or goal to try and beat this game this year. Even though some people consider it other people consider it amazing though. Speaking of games that I'm ashamed to not have played or beaten, I just never grew up with Metal Gear Solid. The only Metal Gear Solid game or Metal Gear game that I actually beat and put enough time into is Revengeance, the Platinum game with Raiden. Maybe if I'm lucky, this will be my first Metal Gear Solid game, and I can see whether or not I'm in the camp that actually likes this game or actually hates this game. Next game that I want to play while streaming is Danganronpa. Yeah, I'm way too swamped with other games that I just never gotten around to this game. Most of you understand. But I'm gonna try and beat this game because I've heard so many good things about the Danganronpa series. And the last game is something that probably everybody who is a fan of this franchise considers a giant piece of shit. But I want to see whether or not that game is really bad as people say. Yup. I would say I'm a pretty decent fan of this. I played 1, I've played 3, and I've played DMC. So I kinda know what I'm getting myself into when it comes to how awesome Devil May Cry is. Let's see how shit this is. Alright, and speaking of the next few games I'm going to be talking about for this part are all games that I don't have with me. Most of them are PC, of course, and some are just based off console. The next game I want to talk about that I'm going to try and actually play this year is Fallout 1. I probably might stream this just for a fun, relaxing stream, but Fallout 1 is a game I really want to play so much because I've heard so many good things about it. XCornMuffinX, shouts to him, considers it his favorite franchise of all time when it comes to games, and I'm a fan of his channel, so I'm for sure gonna check out the first 2 games based off his recommendation. The next game I'm going to talk about is Leisure Suit Larry 2. Even though I had trouble with the first Leisure Suit Larry, I had to freaking use a guide to progress throughout the game, and probably 95% of my playthrough consisted of using a guide and using save states. I enjoyed the stealth, and Leisure Suit Larry is a not too shabby franchise. The next game I'm going to talk about in terms of games I just want to play while streaming is Phantasy Star 2. I'm definitely in the mood of playing this after Taylor's Muragaru 553's video. Shout to him on Phantasy Star in general, what he wants from Phantasy Star 5. After checking it out, he talked about how the internal or the story details and the sorry, I'm kind of bad at stuff talking about it, but it's pretty deep, this video. So from that alone, I really want to play through 2 through 4 and maybe go back to that video to see what I could gain from that video, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed the first Phantasy Star, so I want to see how 2 through 4 are like. And the last game I just want to play for fun while streaming, I'm gonna group these into a category in general. It isn't a specific game per se, but if I finish either one of these 3, then I'll be most satisfied with my game time this year. And I either want to stream, I either want to play and beat one N64 game, one Sega Saturn game, or one Dreamcast game. It's my goal to beat one of those because I just kind of feel as if I neglected those types of games or those types of consoles. They're just scattered throughout, not played them well. I want to remedy that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this long ass video. I think this video is over like 20 to 25 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. Let me know what games you really want to try and play or stream throughout this year. And that's pretty much it. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, and until next video.